Hey everybody, what's up? It's Some Type of Artist, and it's been a few weeks since we did this. I don't remember.
Indeed.
I don't remember where we are. I think we're. Did we? I don't know why we didn't just finish the hero story, because I'm pretty sure we're right at the end of this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think knuckle screen, so
Yeah.
probably the moon level or the Rouge fight.
I didn't even listen to what he had to say. Oh yeah. Oh, and
That's the Rouge fight.
I never noticed her boobs just kind of bounce just from appearing on the screen.
Yeah.
It's Rouge the Bat.
Yep. Just gonna shoot some bat milk into Knuckles' mouth.
Oh man, that's wow. That's graphic.
Just kidding.
So this is one of the character fights that I always had a little bit of trouble with. Not really.
Yeah, me too.
Not really too much, but like, it's easy to lose track of the other character. I feel like Rouge has it a little bit easier because Knuckles pops out a little bit more, but it's kind of one of those weird. I've always just resorted to diving and hoping to get lucky.
Yeah, that's kind of what I usually end up doing.
Yeah.
Because it's really annoying that they're like, hey, like wind tunnel in the middle, so...
Yeah, like, I feel like this would be a lot better if it wasn't so vertical.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm just spamming the dive here like a chimpanzee, and I guess I did it at some point.
Do it fast.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned to do it kind of fast. It's just... It's definitely one of those less favorable fights, but I also think it's interesting because Tails and Sonic both get to fight off against their rivals twice, and Knuckles only does it once. But,
yeah.
I mean, with all that sexual tension in the beginning, you could argue that it's twice, I guess. The scene's just so... It's like... Oh man, if I don't think I could find a clip of it, but there's that one episode of King of the Hill, and I forgot the context of it, but it used to be a bumper on Adult Swim a lot when it was on, but Dale's just like, kiss him, and every time I see this scene, that's what I think of.
It is funny.
Yeah.
She's like, you saved my life, so here's the Master Emerald stuff back, I guess.
Well, it's deeper than that. This is when Rouge starts to fall for Knuckles, and she wants to give it back because she's in love, but she doesn't want to let Knuckles know that, because then she'll just get taken advantage of. So she's trying to think that it's like, you can have these back because you won the fight. And Knuckles is just like, blah, 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 I don't care. Why did you throw all these shards on this narrow platform where they could have fallen into the fucking lava?
I just love how he smushes them all together and then they just become like a perfect like emerald.
Yeah.
I
also like how the Master Emerald can just change its size whenever it needs to. It can fit in his hand, like in the scene from the last chapter, or it could be really big, like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or it can be this medium middle size. It's the Master Emerald.
Well,
it can do whatever it wants to do.
You know, all these gems have to do with time and space, so it works. This is the level I always forget about in this game.
Yeah.
It's like
probably.
the level that like is like the most like, I guess like bland Sonic level.
Well, I don't think it's bland.
There's this level that's like a gun facility for Sonic, except in space, but...
Oh no, it's part of the arc.
Yeah.
And the gun...
Yeah, it is, but, it has all, like, the gun bots and the gun boxes and everything.
Yeah, I mean, all of them do.
Yeah.
But I guess the two-legged ones don't usually show up in the arc levels. At least most of them. I wouldn't call it bland. I think it's really hard. It has a lot of stop and go. I think it's definitely Sonic. Like these pipes here, I think are awesome. I think they're kind of underappreciated actually, but this is the level with Sonic that I have revisited the least, because this anti-gravity thing is, I'm used to it, but it's still not always fun. This is definitely like I think the level where you have to be most cautious with Sonic, aside
Oh,
from
yeah.
maybe Final Rush. But once you have Final Rush down, like this part here, this is like trial and error, because you press down, you'll just go straight into the abyss.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happens when you go left. I just know, just from point of memorization, just push the right button. But for like new players, I could see this as being pretty annoying.
Yeah, definitely. It's
But
very green. It's his green level.
yeah, it's weird too, because the Arc usually has a lot more grays and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess it's like a reflection of all the acid goop and stuff that's around everything.
All the space goo.
Yeah, space goo, pretty much.
We need it for all our experiments.
Yeah.
Before everybody knew about the most memorable Sonic character ever, Black Doom.
Man.
That's all his ectoplasm, I guess.
See, this is one of the reasons I need to actually give Shadow the Hedgehog a proper revisit, because I forget a lot of plot points are kind of intermixed with Sonic Adventure 2 with there. And I'm not going to say they're good, and I'm not going to say that I want to consider them canon, but I always forget, like, oh yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog tried to follow up and expand Sonic Adventure 2 lore. The only thing I can think of are the memes, though. And hating that one Arc stage so much.
I always like these like chaos experiments, because it's, I don't know, it's kind of cool, like headcanon, where it's just like, oh, like people knew about chaos before like Sonic Adventure, and they were like trying to like replicate that thing because as like a weapon.
Since I never played Sonic Adventure 1 as a kid, that all just kind of went over my head, but as time went on and I kind of became more aware of chaos, yeah, I did think that was cool. I thought that was one of the cooler things about the game that they never really brought up. It's just a cool detail for whoever wants to enjoy it. Although, that being said, all these chaos experiments are fucking obnoxious. I used to be so much better at defeating them when I was a kid, but I get hit so many times in this playthrough by the freaking arms that jut out, like right here. Am I gonna get hit? He didn't even hit me, and I just walked right into it.
Yeah, it's a little wonky.
Oh, and good, a trail of rings above the bottomless pit. I'm surprised I pulled it off.
Yeah, and the weird
the multiplying
fat ones
one,
that just have their little like babies or whatever.
I was gonna say it's weird that they're not in Tails and Eggman stages, since I know a lot of the chaos are in those ones, but can you imagine the ridiculous point multipliers you'll get if you were doing it with Tails and Eggman? That thing like splits off into like 100 pieces.
Yeah, that's true. Like, the regular chaos experiments are there, though.
Yeah.
In fact, that last stage with Eggman, when I was most recently playing it, I actually got an A rank on it, and I was like, holy crap. Like,
yeah, the last one's pretty easy to get an A rank with Eggman, as long as you don't die, just because they give you so much stuff to destroy. And granted, there is a high point requirement, but, you know, there's just...
If you don't die, you just get it.
Yeah. You know what? Even if you miss, like, the first or second... Even if you get past the first or second checkpoint and you die, you might still be able to get a high rank. I don't know.
Wow.
But that's one of those rare exceptions, and I just missed this switch and went all the way down this hallway. And this place is where I feel like people always hate this
Sonic
level
feels weird when you're like messing with like the gravity in this level. Like his jumps feel like they're not as like high.
It's because of the perspective of all this stuff.
Yeah. Plus, it's very easy to like just like kind of like run off the edge and then not realize you have gravity.
Yeah, like I don't think I was smart enough to know what to do here when I was a kid. I must have used a walkthrough or something. And I also don't think I had the patience to do trial and error for all this stuff either. But this is just another one of those situations where I was like, I just had to memorize it, and it's never left my head after all this time about what I had to do here. But like this is pretty much like a perfect example of why this stage is not a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah,
like,
it's one of the more puzzler.
Like, I enjoy Sonic Adventure 2 for the most part, and I wouldn't say I hate the stage anymore. I used to when I was a kid, but I'm kind of over it. But it is definitely one of those few stages I never really look forward to revisiting.
It's a stage I forget about. Last time I played it, I was just like, "All right, cool."
Well,
now I'm on to like
a lot of times
Final Rush.
Because a lot of times when we play it, we just go into stage select and just pick whatever we feel like playing. And when do we ever feel like going through Crazy Gadget again?
Yeah.
Like, even the time is just... Whoa, look at that time.
6 minutes. Oh, you still got a B rank.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
B for generous.
Yeah. Well, now time for like the cool but pretty hard level as well.
Well, no, we have another boss fight.
Oh, that's right. You gotta fight Eggman with Tails.
Now, I can't remember. Is this where I died way too many times at, or is it with Eggman that I died way too many times at? Because I screwed one of these fights up so bad, and I have no idea why.
Oh man, it's Sonic Hedgehog. Eggman's just like, I'll splatter this girl's brains all over the place.
Yeah, like Eggman's kind of darker.
Give me that Chaos Emerald. Oh man, Sonic's just like, you sure you want it? I've been keeping it in my secret compartment.
I love how Sonic says, you've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor, with like this freaking sarcastic out the ass with
smirk.
Turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Man. Get them shoes.
So those are real shoes? I didn't know soap shoes were real things and they were being sponsored.
Yes.
Sonic was sponsoring them.
They're very popular. I always wanted a pair of them, but I never got them.
So could I grind rails in real life with them?
Yeah.
Dude, I
remember in high school, there was some kids that had them, and they would... You know those weird hallways in between like the old like wing and the new wing that had those like railings?
Yes.
I remember seeing some kids trying to grind them, and one time, one kid messed up and did exactly what you think and fell in between the rail and hit his balls. And it was hilarious, and everybody was just dying.
Oh man. So how long until it stopped hurting, Chris?
It wasn't me. I mean, if you knew me in high school, I totally was that guy, unfortunately.
I thought that's where the story was going.
No. Like I said, I didn't have soaps. If I did, that most likely would have been me, but no.
So what's up with the underside of the shoe, then? What makes it able to grind?
They have metal bars on the bottom of the arch of your foot.
Huh.
Yeah, so there's like a piece of metal there. They're kind of like elevated too. Like, I really wanted them because one, you could grind stuff, and two, they actually made you taller. So,
I mean, all shoes make you taller.
Yeah, but these actually like made you a lot taller.
Oh, okay. So they're
like you would probably gain like, you know, maybe like an inch from them.
Would you say maybe even 5 centimeters?
5 centimeters. Oh, what is up with this?
Okay, so yeah, this must be when I keep dying then.
What? Somebody's climbing out of a hole.
Oh, yeah, that was Hank Hill pushing that archaeologist back down the hole.
He's just like, there's no such thing as dinosaurs, I'll tell you what.
The 5 centimeter thing was Dragon Ball Super reference.
Oh,
the Broly thing.
Yeah, with Frieza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, wow, you really do die a lot, huh?
Oh man, I don't know what happened. I think back when I was recording this is what I was asking about. Did Tails ever get a defense upgrade that I was maybe not remembering? Because I feel like I'm dying like way more than I have any right to be.
Yeah.
The fight with the fight as Eggman then was a lot better.
Man.
I'm just like the guy, just keep coming out of the hole just to fall back into it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, you know, like, you could trick him to, like, get hit by that big bomb in the middle, and that does a lot of damage to him.
I know, I've just never really done it all that much. I've always just been I've usually am just good about just sneaking around behind him and hitting them with the boxing glove or whatever comes out as hell's gun.
To be fair, he seems like he's, like, getting his special a lot compared to when I fought him.
I mean, he does his special when he gets to a certain point in his health bar, so if you attack him fast, he'll, you know, get it fast. He doesn't have to, like, charge up a meter or anything. It's like he, every time he gets into, a certain part of his bar, he'll just do another one.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I just keep screwing up. I will also blame my controller again, because, don't forget I had that loose thing on the joystick that was making it hard for me to get a good grip on it.
Right. Right. Controller's fault. You know, and my dad was asking me to do something, and I was like, Dad, I'm fighting Eggman, jeez.
No, it was just all the controller, obviously. I mean, look, or you know what? It was really my fault, because like I said in the beginning, I have to wear my inhibitor rings like Shadow, because it will just be too boring of a playthrough if I do it perfectly.
You're weighted gaming gauntlets. Because it
God.
feels like how truly good you were at games that would go blind.
That would be a hilarious, cringy comic. I should write like a few panels for where I'm just taking off gamer accessories to improve my game as I'm gaming on League of Legends or something, or Raid Shadow Legends. That's the hot thing these days, right?
I don't know.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I think I've heard of that.
I mean, it's been sponsored by.
I know more of League of Legends. Oh, Sonic did chaos control. Oh.
And Knuckles is like, chaos control? Are you okay?
Sonic, you a dummy.
Listen, Sonic, I just came from space. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know how I got to this space station, because I think I was on the moon before.
I'll slam dunk it into the generator or whatever.
I'll slam dunk it in there. Alright, well, that's the end of the video. So, next time,
okay.
yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.